welcome back to the Copper Stock Show. On today's episode, we'll be talking about racism and discrimination. Obviously, we all know what's going on around the world at this point, and as a black person, we have all experienced racism in one way or the other.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, what's going on around the world, we can all see is very sad, it's very tragic. I think in 2020 we shouldn't even be talking about this type of conversations, but sadly here we are. We have to voice our opinion on such a tragic situation. It's sad. It's really sad. What's your opinion about what's going on currently?
My opinion, I'm not surprised because this has been going on for a long time, for ages, for a very long time.
Yeah.
But obviously, as a black person, we've had enough.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, black person, we are important than other race. We are not. Of course, all life matters, but we also have to understand that this has been going on for ages. Racism has been going on for a long time, and it's about time that this needs to stop because we've had enough.
Yeah. It's I don't know, it's just crazy because imagine you leave your house and get stopped by a police officer, only then for that police officer to shoot you like a dog on the street or put their knee on your neck and stop you from breathing until you lose your life. Like, with power comes great responsibility, and I think the problem with these police officers is they want the power, but they don't understand the responsibility that comes with the power, and that's what part of the problem. No one should be leaving the house worrying about coming across a police officer and not making it back to their house. It shouldn't be happening, but this is what's happening to our black brothers and sisters, and it's really sad. It's really sad.
It was like where I used to work at my previous job. I used to be called monkey every time I used to go to work. And one day I reported the issue to my manager, and she did nothing about it. Absolutely nothing. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm not going to take this anymore. So I literally walked out from my job because obviously it was getting too much. And it shouldn't be like that. I don't want to go to work being called a monkey. And for all the people that are saying that black people are aggressive, black people we're this, we're that, we're not aggressive. Obviously, we don't want to walk in the street and then someone is calling us monkey or go back to the jungle.
Yeah.
We don't need that, so we're not aggressive. So obviously, if you're saying all those things that black people are aggressive, obviously we are going to react. When you call us monkey or when you say things, racial comments, we are going to react.
Black people we're not aggressive. Our aggression only comes out when people try and take that advantage.
Definitely.
Black people, there's so much we can tolerate, but when someone keeps poking, we flip. And when we flip. So then you think we're aggressive, but then you forget that you've been poking at us for so long. And this is what's happening with the riots. People are sick and tired because there's time and time again where people riot in a protest in a peaceful manner, and they want to sit down, have a dialogue, but there's only so much you can do. When you're trying to speak to someone who's uneducated and they don't want to listen, guess what's going to happen? We're going to riot. We're going to get angry. We're going to get aggressive because racism has been going on for ages. They're killing our brothers, our sisters, our daughters, our sons, our fathers, our mothers. So guess what's going to happen? Black people will react. And they will get angry.
Definitely.
I don't understand something as well with some of you people who are talking about all lives matter. Or I got black friends. I don't care about your black friends.
Exactly.
You could have 100 million black friends, but you're still racist. The problem we're facing right now is there's a lot of racist people who are hypocrites. They're racist, but they act like they're not racist.
Definitely.
You're either racist or you're not. You can't be in between. So when coronavirus started, right? People were being racist to Chinese people, but you want to eat Chinese food, right? Because you can't cook. You guys don't know how to cook, right? You're racist to Indians and Pakistanis, but you want to eat curries.
Exactly.
Right? You're racist to black people, but you want to eat black people's food, or you want to listen to black music.
So you love jollof
how
rice.
stupid you look You know, you want to be racist to the same people that you want to gain something from. So when I see comments like all lives matter, instantly it points a racist person to me, you know. And I think people need to start realizing that we are human beings. You need to treat people the way you want to be treated.
Definitely. But if all life matter, why are we in this position?
It clearly
Clearly, all life don't matter.
No.
Because if all life matter, we will not be in this position. There will be no discrimination when you go into work or
Exactly.
when you're walking in the streets or
Exactly.
whatever. So obviously there's something not right.
It's
So
not.
we need to acknowledge that. We need to
need to.
understand that these things are wrong.
Of course. When I came to the UK in 2004, right? And where I was at that time, there wasn't many black people. You could walk around for 5-6 hours before you see another black person. And so when me and my family used to go out, me and my sisters and my mom at that time, I was a little kid. People used to just shout out racist things out, like black this, monkey, or any type of dumb shit like that, right? But I was a kid. I didn't really understand what was going on. I didn't even know it was racism. I didn't even know it was called racism, because where I was from before I came to the UK, there was no such thing as that.
Exactly.
So then you can imagine a little kid going through that, right? Like that process, like being called a monkey.
I just feel like some people don't understand what it feels like to be racist. You just don't understand, and this is the reason why. If you've never experienced racism, you need to shut up and be quiet.
You need to.
Because you don't know what it feels like walking in the street, being called, or you're on the bus and people are saying racial comments.
Of course.
Like, not about, I think this was last year actually. I was on the bus coming from work, and then all of a sudden, there was a lady that sat there. I was minding my business and she started calling me black bastard, go back to the jungle, you black bitch. And I'm thinking to myself, what have I done? Like, I don't deserve that. No. It's disgusting. So this needs to stop. We know, all life matters. But at the end of the day, it's too much. Black people, we've been through a lot. We've been through too much discrimination, you name it. And it needs to stop.
This, like, people need to understand something, right? This is not about black v white. No, because we have a lot of amazing white people who stand for right and stand for justice. Definitely. And those are the people who are standing with our black brothers and sisters and standing with us when we say enough is enough, and when we say Black Lives Matter, they say yes, we agree.
And we are so grateful.
And we are grateful to you people, because you people are showing the world how to behave, how to unite, and how to stand against what's wrong and fighting for what is right. You people are an example to what a human being should be.
Definitely.
You know, if it was a white person who was being mistreated and beaten on the street and killed every day for the color of their skin, we would react in the same manner we are reacting right now. Because right is right, wrong is wrong. And justice is justice, injustice is injustice. So you need to know, this is not about black or white. This is about fighting for what is right.
Definitely.
That's all it is.
And it was like there was a time when one of my friends rang me, and she's a nurse, and she told me that one of her patients said to her she doesn't want her because she is black. And I'm like, is she all right? Is she being for real? She was like, yeah. I was like, but why did she say that? So she felt a bit down, and obviously that really, really has affected her confidence. And now she's a nurse. She doesn't need to go to work and being treated like this.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Crazy. It's crazy.
It's just disgusting.
And another thing as well, I saw something on Facebook, right? People need to stop using a tragic situation against another tragic situation and clash them against each other. We're not trying to win score points here.
Definitely.
People posted a picture, right, of a little girl, God rest her soul, who tragically died in Bolton. She was stabbed by someone who they claimed had mental illness or something like that. Rest in peace to the little girl. Very tragic. Very, very, very sad. Now, people said in the quote that they wrote on the little girl's picture, when she died, no one went out on the street and protested. This is how sad it is, right? That person who wrote whatever they wrote on that little girl's picture need to be ashamed of themselves. Where were you? You had all the time in the world to go out there the next day and protest for that little girl. Hold a sign up and say this is wrong and, you know, protest. Put people together, protest. What did you do? You did nothing.
Exactly.
You was quiet as a mouse. You did nothing. But now because something has happened and people are angry, you want to use one bad situation against another bad situation. People like you are the problem. People like you are the problem. You're sick in the head. You're a psycho.
Definitely.
You're insane. You're an uneducated human being. That's what you are. You need to realize something. One wrong doesn't make another wrong look good. Wrong is wrong. What happened to the little girl is tragic. What happened to George Floyd is tragic.
Of course.
They're both very tragic situations. So, for people like you who are uneducated, please use your time and do something else.
Think before you say anything.
Think before you open your mouth, because you guys are clearly clowns. You don't know what you're talking about.
Definitely. This is the reason why us black people, you know, we need to come together, love each other, support each other, encourage each other.
Yes.
Because I always say, if we all are together, there is love. It will be really, really hard for anyone to come between us.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's so much a hatred within each other. So how do we expect other people to love us if we don't love each other? So we need to start loving each other, stop putting each other down, because it's not helping the situation.
No.
So we need to come together as one. And all the racist people out there, if you're watching this video and you don't like it, you know what, we really don't care.
We really don't give a shit.
Enough is enough. This needs to stop.
We don't care.
We're not bothered about whatever thing that you've got to say. If you're a racist person, we really don't care, because at the end of the day, you don't know what it feels like when someone is being racist to you, when someone is calling you name, when you're walking down the street, you're being called, you know, you're being spat at. You just don't know what it's like. So you just need to stay where you are, and we don't really care.
We don't care,
because enough is enough.
Enough is enough. My only message, we're gonna leave you on a positive note. We want everyone to treat every human being the way you want to be treated, because the thing about life is we're not going to be here forever.
Definitely.
So you hate on people, you try and put other people down. Guess what? We're all going to leave this world. You're not going to be here forever. So what type of superior are you? You're not superior.
Exactly.
We're all going to leave this world. So treat people the way you want to be treated, and just be nice to people. There's more to life.
Exactly. And my advice is, I mean, I'm not saying all white people are racist. I'm just going to make this clear. I'm not saying that.
Not at all, no.
There's a lot of white people that are amazing, that are lovely, and they're really, really supportive.
Amazing.
You know, towards black people or whatever race you are.
And we love them type of people.
And we love them type of people. So don't get it twisted in this video. We're not saying all white people are racist. We're not saying that. But obviously, if you've never experienced racism, you should just be quiet.
Yeah, you shouldn't comment about something you have no idea about.
So please, guys, don't get it twisted like we're just saying all white people are racist, because that's not the case. We're not saying that. Yes, black lives do matter, and racism needs to stop, because we've had enough.
It does.
So thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you loved this video. Please share, subscribe, comments. Thanks for all your messages and for all your support, guys.
Thank you.
We really, really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.
Have a blessed day.
Black Lives Matter. We love you. Peace.